true media. Radio true media. Radio true media. Radio true media.
Salon, now we continue. Sweet salon, now we for try for build this country. Bye salon.
Travel smart, dey safe. Salon dey welcome you.
You dey plan for travel from Salon? Before you fly, no forget say Salion Health Travel Portal na by force for all who that dey enter or left the country. This na thing wey dem put in place for top Salon for record Ebola case dem wey dey among other country dem.
Correct. Everybody wey dey travel, big person or pikin, for register and complete the health declaration form inside 72 hours before you travel.
And this na the important part. If you no fill the form, dem no go allow you for enter or left Salon. This dey make sure say you comply with the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency, the regulation dem.
This go protect your body one, give more strength to public safety and keep we aligned with the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency, the regulation them.
And e easy. The first step na for go na the NPHA dem website wey na www.poi.npha.gov.sl or use your phone, tablet or computer for scan the QR code wey dem paste na the flyer dem na the side dem wey for enter all about the country. And even na the NPHA dem page na Facebook. The second step, create your account with valid email or phone number. Third step, ready your passport and medical paper dem. Step 4, complete your form and submit am. Step 5, get your digital confirmation and avoid delay na the airport.
Quick, secure and na by force. The Salion Health Travel Portal dey make you travel smooth and safe.
So register quick, travel smart and enjoy your stay na Salon.
Salion Health Travel Portal, safe travel, healthy nation. For no more, call 117. Now the Ministry of Health and the NPHA bring this message to you.
Salon, now we continue. Sweet salon, now we for try for build this country. Bye salon.
Travel smart, dey safe. Salon dey welcome you.
You dey plan for travel from Salon? Before you fly, no forget say Salion Health Travel Portal na by force for all who that dey enter or left the country. This na thing wey dem put in place for top Salon for record Ebola case dem wey dey among other country dem.
Correct. Everybody wey dey travel, big person or pikin, for register and complete the health declaration form inside 72 hours before you travel.
And this na the important part. If you no fill the form, dem no go allow you for enter or left Salon. This dey make sure say you comply with the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency, the regulation dem.
This go protect your body one, give more strength to public safety and keep we aligned with the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency, the regulation them.
And e easy. The first step na for go na the NPHA dem website wey na www.poi.npha.gov.sl or use your phone, tablet or computer for scan the QR code wey dem paste na the flyer dem na the side dem wey for enter all about the country. And even na the NPHA dem page na Facebook. The second step, create your account with valid email or phone number. Third step, ready your passport and medical paper dem. Step 4, complete your form and submit am. Step 5, get your digital confirmation and avoid delay na the airport.
Quick, secure and na by force. The Salion Health Travel Portal dey make you travel smooth and safe.
So register quick, travel smart and enjoy your stay na Salon.
Salion Health Travel Portal, safe travel, healthy nation. For no more, call 117. Now the Ministry of Health and the NPHA bring this message to you.
Yes, of course, Fambul, unakushe and Kabo. Today, na 14th day of August 2026. And of course, say every Friday, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, now the 60 minutes with health experts, where you can always come out from the Population Services International Sierra Leone through the EPIC project, who they implement with support from the US government through the US Department of State. We can always bring Master Sabi people come to now for let we discuss on different well body issue them now the country. Fambul, if we remember the 14th of August 2017, when 9 years today, we been get the Moteme mudslide incident or disaster. We been really take a lot of lives them have returned, and plenty people being go out of place. We can call in English displaced. They not being get place, and a sad moment for we as a country. On the 14th of August, we now rainy season like this that year they do clean, and we really cry all over the town, and we been put Master Sabi people through a lot of stress and a lot of response efforts. So today na 9 year where that's been done happen, we still want for kind of like send we condolence to the people who be lost their loved ones, their relatives, them, their family members, them. And of course, the one themselves we been sustained some very serious injuries. One for Teluna Osh, and one for also call on we all, the entire country, everybody, that we go work together and make sure say then Canaba incidents them not happen in the country again. So of course, as wanna know, every Friday a different topic. We bring different people, them Master Sabi people, them from mostly the Well Body Ministry and the different ministries, departments, and agencies. Them we themselves connected to well body issue at the country. For that we talk about issues then what we need for know about. So today particularly we talk about the heavy rains. Then we don't begin the calm inside this month here, and as we remember the incidents we are just telling about, we been happened 2017 this day, we're not the 14th of August. Also not been a heavy rain, heavy rain being come throughout the night, and by do clean we you see Osten don't fall down Moteme, people then they're under dirty, by the time we then go begin the pool people them, most of the family that we come out now lead body them. So August again, we start August a few weeks ago, I think about 2 weeks, because today now the 14th day of August, so that are 2 weeks. And the beginning of August, we see the kind of rain we don't come so far, and then of course we know say so many things don't begin to happen already, in terms of flash floods, people then don't begin to lose their lives as a result of that flood. People that don't lose a lot of property, people that don't displace already. And one for talk to now, although we all talk together, now we look at what thing we need for do, because we're not able to stop rain. For say let rain no come na Freetown or let rain no come na Salone, because we need the rain. That water the way they come from that rain, we need them. So and rain like how can say na a blessing. So not a cause. So as a result of that, we just need for develop mechanisms then. We need for adopt some behavior, some practices then. We go able for help we, so that we this rain year they come, go serve as a problem to we. Go cause havoc to we. Go cause some kind of problems to we it go left we pa worry pa yagba, and some of them things and we want for can tell you about today. Now the program specifically, we get Master Sabi people them we get for can take we through for tell we what we need for do, what we need we not for do this rainy season here specifically, and even in the long run, so that not every year for they talk about flooding year in year out. They talk about flooding, especially in Freetown, when at the capital city of the country. So for sake of that, as usual, I get two Master Sabi people today. We don't join we again for can talk to one about what thing we need for do this rainy season here. How we all need you, the community, person you will listen to we, the chief, the young man, them, everybody. The what government they do, what institutions and they do. What you self payment for do. For lawyer, we make sure say any rain we can, for cause havoc now we community, for cause havoc now we homes them, for cause havoc now the country, So now the discussion that we can get today, but as we say, the program, of course, you already know, say they come up from Population Services International, PSI Sierra Leone, through the EPIC project where they implement with support from the U.S. government through the U.S. Department of State. And then, of course, you get the program through Truth FM 103.9. And then, of course, we also did our social media, the Facebook page, the Truth Media, and of course, the Population Services International Sierra Leone Facebook page, and of course, the Truth Media YouTube channel as well. So wherever you get this my moment here, one for let's stay with you for the next 60 minutes as we all go discuss. And as usual, you get the opportunity for call on the number 078-193-193, where you go call later and then add your voice, and of course even the comment section where based on the platform where you get you can drop your comments or your question at the comment section. We will take with them for read them. Stay with me for the next 60 minutes. And then I go on now for let me panelists them introduce themselves. I will start with you.
Fambule, good afternoon. Mina Philomena Aissatou Toure, na mina the Deputy Director of Risk Communications, na the National Disaster Management Agency, what they call NDMI. We dey today for can talk about waiting the ambogui na the country. Floods there. Now, one of the key disasters the way they happen in the country and they're frequent. Today we go one for talk, but how we don't they prepare for meet up the heavy rains. This not about NDMA alone. I go one for Aksuna, where they watch we now, for know how prepared we dey for this rainy season, especially so where the heavy rains then they come. Communities, we stakeholders them, government institutions and everybody, how prepared we dey for this rainy season.
All right, thank you, Auntie Philomena. We join in at the program today, and we're glad for getting at the program that you can share your perspective from the National Disaster Management Agency with audience them. Again, we get other Master Sabi person again at the studio where himself go tell una ado and introduce himself. Yes, sir.
Famude, una good afternoon. Mina Idrissa O.M. Brahima, and I work for Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation. And actually, as you heard, water resources and sanitation, the sanitation department, now they made a come out, and Mina principal public health superintendent. We can't talk about sanitation issue. We related to flood we can occur, such that we go be prepared as communities, as how ministry we too they on preparations in case any emergencies which we not hope for. But we therefore always be prepared for that as human beings, because as my presenter will try to say, we need water, and this is natural, it occurs, and nobody can stop it except God Almighty. But as human beings, they don't give you the knowledge for make we always be prepared for such incidents that we've done observed, like if we can remember this day in 2017, so that go put we on we told as a ministry and communities for make una go understand how we go do things. So I come up from that ministry with the blessing of the Honorable Minister and the PS for make a day today and talk to una upon that. Thank you very much.
All right, plenty thank you, Mr. Owen. We don't join with today in the program, and of course, as you don't hear the two Master Sabi people, we get na the studio this afternoon, where they can talk about this flooding here. But then we can first start with Madam Philomena, and I think on the 3rd of August this month, when I pull out an update of which if it don't happen around the 1st and 2nd, the kind of rain we can. And for plenty people will probably not being able for go now on a Facebook page and see that update or maybe press release or whatever it is called. When I pull out, it was very informative. The information when I put out there is very good. When I try for give an update of what when I don't see in different communities, then as a result of that rain day. But probably from that time to now, any update, the new update, the way when I go able for we go able for share with the audience them with regards, the rains we don't come over the period, the people that we don't get affected, and within particularly the National Disaster Management Agency don't they do as an institution actually as immediate measures then for respond to the flash flood we will call.
Thank you. During the 3rd and 4th August, the heavy rains that we come, na nets and during the day. That one day na a growing concern for we, it worrisome. Especially so, like the colleagues that they talk about what will be not experienced in 2017, the 14th August. We not go want a repeat of that for happen. However, because of what we they do as citizens, we don't they see semblance of what we don't they happen. We're not good for the country. On then days then day, heavy rains then come. We do an impact assessment for know what and what don't happen. So people so the homes of the people were affected. We realize say na came 3 people die, the mommy, the granny, and the pikin. And also na Poto community, 1 person died. We been they try for rescue some people we been trapped in flood waters. And so far after that impact assessment, we don't go back to the communities. We go do needs assessments, rapid needs assessments, follow we know what's in the immediate needs them of the people. So far, we don't know with that and verification they go on now. When I remember say anything way problem be people like you want beat the system, some people that were not affected go register. So we there on registration. Been talk to you, sir. Say by next week we go come out with a final data. Governments, as we can say, get plenty things there for do, get competing issues them. So where them problems then they be, and they're making call on organizations they what they work with, because we now a coordinating institution, we they in the center of all what's in the happen. But there are other institutions where themselves get their responsibility for make sure say they help we for manage disasters. And we also get we development partners then we don't cry so they're ready for support. Then people and they were affected na then communities then they then Bogatong then Poto then communities then they will be get them problems then they so they're ready for help. So when the time come we go inform una accordingly.
All right, plenty thank you, Madam Philomena. We don't take we through about the kind of people, I mean the kind of response systems that we don't already start with. For say, of course, the rain will come around the 3rd and the 4th of August. This month here, it don't already begin to affect some people, and then Sudoyagi 4 people already, based on the data, the information we then get, that 4 people do already lost their lives and plenty people do already get affected by the situation. But if you want to get more of that update today, you can go na the Facebook page of the National Disaster Management Agency. Then put that what they na do, we give like an immediate information for the people them really know about what the action we then they immediately take be done they take, you know. But then beyond that time, they will still see the rain still they come, and as we say, water, everybody depend on water for drink, you know, for sustaining self. And then plenty of them water them, they now water well them, they know they wrong, you know, and then they not compound. And so where the flood come, water they don't come with different foreign particles, they don't go inside. And because people don't get another alternative source, most of the times they can rely on that particular water. They let them go drink that water, irrespective of whatever particles or whatever foreign material don't go inside that water. And we then drink them, it cause a lot of problems, you know, when I health risks. Mostly we talk about cholera, we talk about dysentery, we talk about diarrhea and different other waterborne diseases. Then now as a result of them things, and from the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, what thing when I don't they do so far from where they rains and they don't come. And then most of them people and they don't get affected, Mr. Owen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Presenter. As a ministry, I want to tell you, I want to tell the community that they look at the bigger picture. That means we are looking at Sierra Leone, for that matter. We are not only concentrated to Freetown when these things can come into realities. So before this time, we don't prepare on water safety management plan, which we can call WSP. That one, we get data to different communities. We now water points them, and as a ministry, since we get data on 10 points, then water points, then we always can listen whose actually flood disaster can take place. Because as you've been try for talk, now one of the consequences down the way, or the results down the way can make water get contaminated, because we flood don't occur, again for take other things them when tumbu them or jams them, as we called, we can contaminate the water and take them to the water body. It can be stream, it can be even the water well we're not protected. So because we get then data them with utility agencies them like Salwako, we get Guma, we get National Water Resource Agency. We work in collaborations very assiduously. So we have then data then there, but as of now, even though the rains they come, we not get actually reported into the ministry. Say we water points them get contaminated, but if we see say that one day they happen, measures then they will can take put place that particular community, because it not can happen one go all over the country, but if it happen that any community and the report reach to we, waiting first we can do, we can try for stop people if now water well them, we don't see say it contaminate, for let them stop for me, then stop for drink them at the moment. Or if na community like in the rural communities, now up country, if then they deal with surface water where now they some man can still drink, I can tell you we can stop them, because some certain areas then they things that they go on we'll call open defecations, because we're not able to control that it totally, that ODF where they happen there, it can make say the water can contaminate. So if we get that report say community A don't flood, the first thing we can try for do, we stop them for men not drink the water wells, we contaminated or the surface water we contaminated, so that we go provide other means through our partners for men and go they get water for drink at the moment, because nobody not go live without water.
Okay, so Mr. Brima, you aware say over the last couple of days, serious flooding did not happen around Freetown specifically. Now we maybe zoom in a bit to Freetown for say flooding don't happen at Freetown.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so as a ministry, we are also taking into cognizance some of the communities that were affected by that flood.
Yeah, just like my fellow presenter, they try for say, we don't they understand say such communities we been there for mention don't get flood, but as it get floods, we get with foot soldiers them we also can go now then communities them to get report if actually then communities and they get like water well now they can get the source of water, then we can understand for go and do like a chlorination under WSP water safety plan. But in those communities as of now, we not really get then kind report as for now, because when you they talk of disaster, most times it not just get for attack waters, it can attack house and house can drop, and that will be the concern of other agencies. But when it comes to water and sanitation, then that will be our own concern for intervention. But as the moment, we not really get that report from we feed workers. But
So
if
like
there's any report,
Yeah.
we can understand from any quarters.
okay, so let's take places like Krube as a community.
Good.
Okay, so we know say, of course, definitely water well then Krube, where people and they rely on as a source of water supply, right? And so the kind of way where they see them, pictures them, the videos them on social media, where the pictures and the water they really flood communities. They flood till like you they see the whole houses they take all over, right? So now you go one for wait for somebody for report say what foreign water don't come in semi water well before everyone take action, or now they spur into action for go now from community A to community B and see say the communities that were they affected or the water well that were they affected.
Exactly, and that they try for say it's not the community members who come to report to we, but we get with food soldiers.
These food soldiers then, how many people like what's in at the capacity level at Freetown of then food soldiers?
The capacity level, we have our inspectors. We have even up to 150 inspectors, like Western urban area, where they can go around and try for know whether any disaster like flooding related to sanitation and affecting contaminating water. But one of the good things I can tell you, Mr. Presenter, the water producing companies, for the moment, they are doing very well. Many people don't rely on sachet water. We don't really help.
That's sachet water they will talk about. Not to everybody they able to afford them. That is one. And then not to everybody go able for use them for cook, for example. Then still rely on their water well then for cook. And then so I don't know really how long it get for take when a food soldiers or when a feed workers them for really report that. A lot of water then, because even the update where they talk about where NDMA put up. If you go there, you see say they acknowledge say so many water well then or water sources then I don't know if you can able for and get affected. That so many water well them. So if NDMA don't pick that up, then when I don't feed officers them don't really able to pick that up. So I don't know really how then they do the work.
Yeah, the report being for come like for Krube way they try for say, but just like you are saying, we collaborate. And when we are collaborating, we are interdependent to agencies and ministries. So for that, actually, we are always prepared, because as water resources, we have our chlorines, which we can take.
But I'm not going to chlorinate the places them hit. NDMA don't acknowledge. And from a common sense that, once flooding occur, you could really realize, say, water sources then don't get affected. Definitely, no matter how you look at them. You know, so Auntie Philo, you want to say something about that?
Yeah, before this time, I've been on tell the public say, we've been on go do impact assessments for know waiting and bug na the communities then way affected. One of the things that way happen, the water well the way then a Porto community, 8 of them, they don't get problem. They're contaminated. One of our colleagues where we all been there yesterday, na TV station, be aware,
Yeah.
we been telling. He say consultations been on they go on for let them go able respond. Yeah.
You know, because the fact is, like how they talk, water na thing where people rely on every minute, every second of the day.
Yeah.
And so if that water source still don't really get affected, then that means we should be prepared for another cholera outbreak, like what we experienced 2012, right? And
Yeah, that's true. But as a ministry, as I said, we are prepared for that. That it not going to happen.
no, but because already it's happening. So it's not about preparation now, it's about response now. What you want to do? Because it's already happening.
Well, for the data we don't get from my colleague Philomena.
Yeah.
I think that we go try for work on that because we don't get data now. Like this now a forum where it don't inform the ministry as well because we have a lot of things to do. Like we have been try for say not to just free time we they look at, and we rely on one another. You know, sometimes for this information, please.
Mr. Berman.
So at the moment,
Yeah.
we are still on that preparation. As I told you, we get everything in place. Our Korean, we trained our.
Sorry, Mr. Bremer, you're the
yeah.
deputy director.
Yes.
With the head, the sanitation component, right?
No, I'm
Deputy director of
a senior staff.
a senior staff.
Yes.
Now the sanitation department of the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a bit shocking that now you can know about data we NDMA don't publish from the 3rd. This was published on the 3rd of August. And today on the 14th of August, you know, so that's really a bit kind of concerning because I don't know if still the ministry they under preparations for response to any situation where cholera or dysentery or any waterborne disease go come in. I don't know, but now that how the sanitation components actually they run at the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation over the last 3 years.
The sanitation component, they run very well because we did in collaboration with our partners, we did in collaboration with MDAs, we did in collaboration with even communities. So we they do very well. For this reason, you did try for interview me at the moment. I think you not go just bestow on the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, such that this go to media that you say as me in a senior staff that the ministry way are not able to comprehend that quickly. It's because the gap of collaborations can be some certain situations, but we have been in that good coordination with others. And I want to believe it's still continuing, and then we can still go ahead.
Since when the rain don't begin come, this let's say this August here, within specifically the ministry don't do out there, you know, as maybe preparation, response, or whatever. What you wanna don't do from where the rains and they don't come because you already do acknowledge say yes, when we are seeing flash flood occur, some communities get affected, and then what you wanna don't do in the space of that time.
Good. Under WSP, that water safety plan, I tell you, we've trained our staff.
These few days now, they talk about this August.
This August.
Yeah, what you wanna don't do specifically besides the what you wanna be don't do before. Now inside this August, from the August 1st to August 14th today, what in the ministry don't actually do in terms of sanitation aspect or in terms of the flash flood as a
When it comes to sanitation, we are always doing everything.
what
all
have
the
been
time.
done? What has been done
Yes,
these
sir.
few days?
So in these few days,
Yes, sir.
following what thing will be done, they do.
Yes, sir.
So I can just say, within the communities, foresee whether any condition were related to sanitation in terms of water safety, we are aware of it, and we not get anything so far where they affect anybody or report from that point, even though it is clear that flash flooding don't occur where some water wells be done decontaminate.
So now the wait for stay cholera outbreak camp before now start for chlorinating water well then?
No, we
No,
not.
you are in the community, you are in the field, and
No.
you are not chlorinating the water well.
No, we not go wait until that happens.
But we are not chlorinate any water well yet. at all.
But we not just get for chlorinate until we know our water point, the water point which side we need for chlorinate, because we get for even do testing and we get the proof before we do that, and that's why we stop people say don't drink it as for now, because there must be another source, as I've been try for say in Freetown, even though they try for claim say some member of the community not go able afford like sachet water, but
It's
it's
not a-
it's common.
Yeah.
It's common that at the moment it's
Yeah.
really happy. So the ministry they on the verge to do those chlorinations.
Okay, so before I mean maybe I come to Auntie Philo, maybe I want to ask a question, maybe like a self-appraisal to the ministry.
Yeah.
You think say maybe the component of sanitation is really heavy, that portfolio they heavy for water resources staff them for manage? Maybe the government get for rethink again and take them to Ministry of Health?
That question I can answer because I'm in the ministry. I know that the capacity of the ministry, even though we are struggling a little bit, because probably this can prompt me to say something about the relationship of Ministry of Health and Ministry of Water Resources, as you are trying to say. Capacity is there.
Okay.
We have people who are doctors in the Ministry of Water Resources. We have people who are masters in the Ministry of Water Resources. And there is another area government also need to help, which you need to know about the transition. Right? Because if transition has occurred since 2023 to now, and this transition has not come to reality where logistics will need to be transferred to the Ministry of Water Resources from Ministry of Health, is not done because of management functional reviews. It's not done. Other stakeholders will try to let them expedite this and dragging their feet over it, which me not go able actually detail explain about that.
Yeah.
Meaning government also hands is, and if you observe that we are playing some weakness, which we are strong to go ahead with the ministry's activities.
All right. Okay. So that means when I get some logistical constraints for really go into full action.
Yes, because up to now I can tell you the Ministry of Health that you're saying that sanitation need to be taken. Yes, they trying to weaken the Ministry of Water Resources, that the policy direction has been there because the logistics are still hold on them, and even most of the staff are still hold on them, so they don't want to leave it. So this one is no secret, which we should have to say it now.
All right, Fambo, this is now the 60 Minutes with Health Expert from the Population Services International Sierra Leone through the EPIC project, who they implement with support from the U.S. government through the U.S. Department of State. Of course, we get a program live on Truth FM on 103.9. And of course, now with different Facebook pages there, Truth Media, Population Services International Sierra Leone, and of course the YouTube channel as well. Today we talk about, the flash floods that we don't they get this past few days, and of course we still get something like a 17 days for even done August alone, and September 7 days getting rains, and now we don't begin to get then kind heavy rains, and then people have been affected. Lives have been taken, and so we really want to see within we people and we don't entrust, you know, the ministries them, the department them, the agencies them, we trust the need for take action, the need for data for we, because if flooding don't occur, and then there are people where for take certain action in terms of chlorinating the waters, accessing to make sure say this water earlier on a lock for now, and then like how Mr. Bremer said, there is the Guma Valley, and then there are other water providers. We then for say okay, for now let we able for support one with water, you know, probably at an affordable cost, or if possible free of cost, for the people are able to rely on for the meantime until they're able to restore their water sources then begin. If that has not been done, I mean, it's a problem, and you know, we're not going for really reach a point where we will begin the response to cholera outbreak, because we already know within cholera we don't teach we in 2012, you know, it was really devastating. And so now I make we try for really talk to one. I don't know, but if you view it live, you can call 078 193 193 and tell where your community where they call from, and probably within you feel say don't get affected so far from where the rain stand don't begin to come. And then of course also if you're able for call 078 193 193, you can as well left you comments in the comment section on different platforms, and we're able to get the program right now. Of course, as you always know, Mina Alicia Stambafoyo, we moderate the program as usual. So we come to Madam Philomena. I mean, so in terms of all of these things will only happen within the fate of Sierra Leoneans, then probably in the next 2 months, let's say by September ending, you know, as a mechanism where WUNA don't really be ready for spur into action for early response, because definitely with the form still expect them, or when they work with SLMet, as you say yesterday in another program we've been get, you know, for say then they give a weather forecast within over and brief we for look at in terms of rains in the next 2 months, or specifically look at towards the end of August, you know, with the expected heavy rains again as we don't start for experience in the beginning of the month.
As I've been the talk, we collaborate with institutions then. We response pillars then, when our government institutions, they lead them, and supported by INGOs, NGOs. So before the rainy season, we can always get an engagement with SLMet, Meteorological Agency, then they parts of the response pillars then. We can get with coordination meeting, inter-pillar coordination meetings, the last Thursday of every month. So before the rainy season, they don't go to they don't go talk to partners, NDMA, then give we the seasonal focus for the rainy season. And what we pull commode, then tell we say the just period. They say in the beginning of the rainy season, it will be we go get dry spells. But where it comes to just when July, August, September, they say rain get for the calm. Although the rain will go for the car every day, as we see yesterday, you know, the place been dry. But we they expect rains. So during this time, we get for be very, very careful. We know the landscape of Salone, especially Freetown. Even if small rain come, the place they flood. Because of water and water will be only put in place. We as Motorman, the water and the activities, the negative activities, what they put in place. So far, if you ask me, but how prepared we dey, I go also throw the question again. So the people where they watch me family, how prepared una dey. For the National Disaster Management, I go explain we own area. What is so far we don't do. From the seasonal forecast, we know say rains can get for the calm during this period. So we rely on communities then, because we can always say communities are the first responders, especially for people that were in flood prone areas. So we don't train with volunteers. Then volunteers, they are what they train. Now then they pass information to we how things then they happen at the areas. Not so only where disaster come, they inform we. If problems then they before it happen, then they tell we. And also we be run the heighten we awareness raising campaigns. If una dey follow we social media handles them, we be run dey go out na the streets. Na the streets of Freetown, marketplaces, open places. We been there all about for talk to people about the rains where they come and waiting them for do the safety measures them. We been on dey talk to them on how they for prepare themselves, they not for wait until rain come, water enter the house before them come out. Therefore always they on alert. Therefore listen to the official alerts where they come out from SLMET and National Disaster Management Agency, because SLMET then they tell we about the forecast, then we National Disaster Management they translate that forecast then out so messages we can then radio stations, TV stations, we don't they get them media engagements then they also during the time they will be go we they tell people then please, if you dey na some areas dem where water dey pass, you dey near a stream, you dey near a river, please make sure say you keep your drainage system very clean. And we get with volunteers there who be don dey support small dem be don dey do that small work dem dey for clear their own areas dem. And again, you know, where dem thing dem dey happen, if constantly we dey put pressure on the drainage system, some of we drainage systems dey small, it go flood, the places they go flood. And for some of we where there are some hosts there where like let's say not to for demean anybody, but where there are then pan body them water can seep in easily. When water come, it go affect you. We don't tell people, let's say, please do not come on. And they may also in terms of response, because we say we the walk round the phases, we get prevention, mitigation, response and recovery. Not so just during response, but however during we preparedness phase, we'll be not stockpile. We get relief items, a lot, but we get in case anything happen, we dey call on we partners again for support for add to what we get, especially not food items. And also for food items, we get contract frame agreements with suppliers. In the event that today something happen tomorrow, we go able get something, we go able make people get something for it. And we also be on the get prepared, with contingency plans, especially in the communities that were affected. We know say some emerging communities they can. Some of them communities they are way flood. They're not they flood before this time. Yes, sure. But for the traditional one, then base them, we don't they get we volunteers there where we can train. And when they train them, then they develop their own contingency plan. In the event that something happen, or they alert them say tomorrow or next tomorrow heavy rains they come, what's it them for do? Then they go straight into action. Then they sensitize the communities. We provide them with megaphones where they go talk to the communities waiting for do for going to safer ground. And then they talk about evacuation routes in case something happen. Who say your family, the families or the community members, who say now they go for the meantime as a transit point for see what's in they happen. But what can frustrate we most, some people then they refuse for then they ignore the warnings. Even if they give the alert, they say, but last year safe, they give you alert, but nothing happen. I be safe na my own place. You not get for wait. Probably last year you be lucky. This year you not go be lucky. So when you hear alert, you for make sure say you go in a safer place. Friends on side for there. If not to your family member or to a neighbor house, you get for go. Please. Una make sure say una go na their side and day. So for NDMA, we dey continue with coordination meetings. Not only the last Thursday of the month, especially when I rainy season, we get we forum there. Where we dey alert anybody, anything happens today, by the time they remember inside 1 or 2 hours, everybody don't get her for no waiting for do. So everybody there on red alerts. We partners there who they deal with, we organizations them, the government agencies, everybody they on red alert. But I can always say, NDMA, we na a coordinating institution. We dey at the center. For let we able manage disaster very well, we need the cooperation of everybody. because if something be like we dey talk about water business gist in the event that cholera break out na Ministry of Health dey carry inside. So na so we dey deal with people wash pillar dey carry inside then see dem dey. So not so we want no more. So in terms of preparedness, not so we want no more, not so NDMA no more. So you wey dey watch me, wetin are you prepared measures? You don clean your gutter, you don come on that side wey you know for day, do ya? You dey listen to radio, you dey listen to the alert, and please wey you dey listen, no keep am to yourself. Make sure say you pass the information around to people and tell people wetin dey happen. SLMet dey give you warning, and they can also give you warning, especially for marine.
Now that side there, one for calm. How easy people and they get the weather forecast, because if people and they get the weather forecast, in as much as I agree with you to a larger extent that some people can ignore, even we then tell them say maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow heavy rains get for calm. But of course for the other people, the larger majority of people will probably go really need that. How easy or would I really then go get the weather forecast for Freetown or for Sierra Leone as a whole?
If you follow SLMet, then you won't page there, you go know what's in the happen. And as I tell you, we get with volunteers we rely on. Now most of them disaster prone communities, we all then are one group. So when they can send the alerts, they send them to the and they talk to the community members them. Most of them then they do that one day. And also for NDMA, we be on they go na their radio stations, we be on they go like I said before. We dey go na marketplace, then junction there. We dey tell people about wetin dey happen.
The weather forecast every day they come on.
Every day.
But why would I say not the help for push the message in terms of like maybe on social media platforms then for push the message from SLMet?
Well, if you dey follow, most time when they get heavy rains, we can get joint release, press release, or we can tell people and say, una stay alert, na so thing get for happen, rain get for calm. There are times even small rain can save, people the place they flood because of the activities there. But they continue for push because as I say, we dey engage radio stations, not only that, the community members then are parts of we own collaborative efforts what they do. Most of the communities there, we get over 60 of them, older flood prone communities. We get volunteers everywhere, except for the emerging communities. The new one there, where by Monday we get for engage some of them, what we get for train. But so far, we rely on the volunteers, now then they pass messages, and we save they continue for pass the messages. And if we now continue for follow with social media, handles there everywhere we dey pass on the information. So far that's what we can pass information.
All right,
and we expect that people themselves, if you get the information, not keep on to yourself. Make sure say you tell people them for let they all go stay alert in case rain they come. And also when I can call 1199. 1199 a toll free line. You can call AfriCell, QCell, Orange. People can go there for talk to you. In case you dey experience problem na your area, then you go call that number there. But in case sometimes network problem, you can call 119. When our ONS, Office of National Security, then can always link with we and 117. When our Ministry of Health, then self can also deal with we.
All right. Okay. Plenty. Thank you, man. So we don't get plenty time again on the program. Time don't sort of like bet we, but we not go if we not try to really conclude on this water aspect here. Imagine the situation because when like I been say, when I been get an information gap actually in terms of what really they happen or what don't the havoc we don't cause, with the flash floods don't cause. But now in a situation where somebody for reach out to the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation urgently for tell them say this we water now this community I don't get contaminated. We need on a support in terms of chlorination or in terms of any mechanisms to be able for clean up that water for fit for purpose for use again. How soon una go respond?
As soon as possible. As I tell you,
That's like if you say as soon as possible, like
even
a time.
today.
Okay, today. So even today, if somebody call Nakrube,
Yeah, Nakrube.
yeah, for say, I mean, we water, I mean, we community really affected on they make sure. So what you want to do immediately?
Thank you
in that
ver-
situation.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
What we will do immediately,
Yes, sir.
I saw is one of the key things because we work on observation.
Okay.
We go there, we see, yes, this water is contaminated. And then we can make our red band on that water. Then the next thing, we work with partners. We can't work alone. Then the partners like Gold, these are people who are very helpful to us. We ask them to give those people water, then can give them. Whether it's going to be bottled water, but we find solution for them to drink.
So you can do that within a weekend too.
We can even work with Guma, our utility, for Bowser. They will bring water to Bowser that we get, water
If
tanks.
people ain't going for pay for that Goma Valley water.
No,
tanks,
in an emergency, no.
They no dey pay.
No. In an emergency, they are.
how then go reach one now?
How
the communities then go reach one now for tell one say we get water problem in the community?
the community, if any community get affected, just like my sister been try for say, we have toll lines now in this country.
Yeah. You tell the family them. Now
Yes.
that's what
So the toll lines in this country, if I them, I go tell una say, "Man, not take and joke. Let it be na your memory, like your phone number."
What you know on your own toll line?
We still work with 117 because up to now we not try for change most of the things, and since the transition is still
117 day under the National Public Health Agency. So by the time what you on contact line with National Public Health Agency go reach out to una?
The National Public Health Agency.
Yes, if they call 117, let's say
Yeah.
me community affected, I call 117.
Yes.
The command center they na Cockrell.
Cockrell, yeah.
Yes, na didn't they. So somebody give a pick and tell me say, oh, okay, no problem. Let's reach out to una. How then go reach out to una now?
Thank you very much. Like for us, we get a focal point in
Yes,
our
sir.
ministry. The focal person where they wash. You understand? So that focal person is a pillar member to Ministry of all the MDAs. We are in a part of the pillar, and when once 117 reach, then the group is there where then go drop the
Una
alert.
not able for
That's
respond as soon as possible as you talk, Mr. Brima, because the channel really long.
No, the
Right.
channel no long. The information it can reach from 117, let's say from Ministry of Health, and sometimes it can even reach social media. It can even reach by individual from communities, because I told you they work with communities.
Yeah, if you don't take one several days for really understand, say there are water wells or water sources affected, it don't take one a long time. And until at this studio here, you really able to get that. I'm really a bit surprised how they go call 117 because there are communities affected. When I say when I get a team on the ground, I don't know, but when we really need get a lot for do. So time now they much now we favor with the try for close down, but Auntie Philo,
Yeah.
what in the message where you get for we people and where they listen to it or they watch we now the program today I mean for the remaining days of the rainy season, what they then really need for do, so that immediately then we get immediate response, or then go even like maybe they talk about evacuation measures them, so you will get say then a community way flood prone, what you need for do, or in a situation where you wanna get flooded, what you really wanna need for do immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Me fumble them. We can always say disaster business now on man business. But where it camp and people them, where affected, now we mostly they na side the war we not supposed for them. We they na side where water they pass, we they near rivers, we dey near streams, we dey watch place, we go build the way we not supposed for build, and again for where they na the heal them, we see how dirty can cut come on now, kill people them. So do you have a family there, una move come on na then side and day. But in the event that you know able go no side it, do ya prepare yourself well for this rainy season, because July, August, September rains then get for continue. So what you get for do, make sure say you listen to alert the messages the way they come, from NDMA, from SLMET, if they advise you say rain dey come today, do ya comot yanda, comot another place dey, stay on red alert. And again, do ya where dey throw away dirty na gutter. Most of the flooding wey we dey get, the rain e fine, rain dey come, we all can want water, now we host them, e fine for agriculture. But again, we where that rain come, if e meet side where problem no dey, e dey pass smooth. But if we don load the gutter with plastic, since the way don dey rot ten, we pack and a gutter, definitely the water ain't go find way, go inside we host them. Do ya starting from today, because we been on dey talk today back, and they make an appeal. Don't not put dirty in a gutter. Freetown City Council will get people where they pass and get that dirty. Make sure say that small money son say where you go pay for let you go save your life. Do ya make sure say you not put dirty in a gutter. And again, for where there are some hostel where cracks don't be. Cracks now one of the early signs there for tell you say this host one collapse. Commode, no wait until it begin crack, it begin for them before you commode. You know they repair host during rainy season. When you don't see cracks, you dey inside there they repair. No, you know they repair. Commode until when the rainy season pass, you go inside there. Do you have me family? No wait, let them can give 1 bag rice or 1 gallon oil. You are you life. We not go able to replace that. The only thing we will go even add small some say now what you don't lost for what you go eat the 1, 2, 3 days. You know, and them may not go able to give you everything. So do ya let we continue for monitor. You know, the system monitor the rain. You say if you can watch. If every rain they can you say without even telling you, you gonna say this rain if you for down. And not go easy for we. Let we come on, let we left for send we picking them at door. Where rainy season they come. For where they drive, let we make sure say we not go inside water where they move. You don't know what's in they under. So say this day you go for 1 day. You know with your motor car. Do you where water they come? Now flash close there we get. If they come you go. Make sure say you pack, you wait until the water go before you pass. No swim inside flood water, especially for the picking there. Long time. Do ya wanna listen? Wanna make sure say wanna come on. And on behalf of the National Disaster Management Agency, they join me colleagues there again. For you know, we tell us so the people we lost their families there during the mudslide, you know, the twin disasters, the floods and mudslide in 2017, 14th August. We they continue for prayer, for let them continue for rest in peace. And I go and tell thank you. So public health again and Truth Media for the opportunity we wanna give the National Disaster Management Agency for council to Fambule, especially this rainy season. Now thank you.
All right, plenty thank you, Madam Philomena. Probably as part of one coordination, personally, the recommendation would be if we're not going for sort of like coordinate or collaborate with the mobile network company then like Orange, Africell and QCell, where plenty people they use across the country for the send then weather forecast them as an SMS, and then of course I think UNICEF they do one U report sort of something like when they send them free messages then they all SMS messages to people so that people could keep more updated. You know, of course, Fambul, the 60 minutes with health expert. But before I close, Mr. Brima stayed there with me when the senior public health superintendent from the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation. We don't really discuss extensively as one of the responsibilities we will get now for that we really know within the ministries or the people that will charge with the responsibility for safeguard with public health, what did they do, you know, as much as we talk to with people out there about what they need for do, but then also we also they look up to one for see what one self they do, you know. So today people that don't listen, I mean, we don't know, say there are challenges, there are gaps here and there, but within the word of assurance, where you go on for left to we listeners, to we audience them today say, I mean, moving forward, the ministry actually go enhancing collaboration level, then go enhance then supports to people affected by different disasters, especially sanitation related issues right across the country, specific and more especially in Freetown.
Fambudem, I want for tell una plenty thank you for where una take una time for listening we na this station today. As a ministry, I go assure una that the ministry is always ready for taking service to una doorstep in any conditions, even as of the moment. We're ready, and we they work with communities. Communities, we know say then communities and una get community heads them, una get structure na the communities them. Do ya with day 56 Liverpool Street by Pandemba Road. If anything so far don't happen related to disaster where it go affect water bodies, where na dey una dey drink, na dey una dey wash, una try for reach we na that ministry day. We get the master sabi people them. Even though challenges that day, but we still ready because we are the soldiers for the government. For me, we see say we deliver for the interest of this nation. So therefore, I dey talk to una as community members that we dey now with this now una disposal, una reach to we, una message we for anything so far. And I go also talk to my colleagues them in the MDAs for let actually some barriers where a day let it go be broke in terms of collaborations, coordinations, and some of the meetings with the plead as a ministry for let we not go left behind, because like our ministry is regarded like a new ministry because very recently the policy direction they don't come up from the first gentleman, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, who says that the water and sanitation component will be together. We now a day together, and I dey plead also to the stakeholders from the cabinet to the parliament and wherever, even the head of civil service, for make them work for we as a ministry, because if they work for we as a ministry, they are not working for Brahima Idrissa alone. They are not working for our directors. They are not working for the minister who is the head, the political head of the ministry, but they work for Sierra Leone. So that may them try for expedite the functional level where it will make Ministry of Finance go finance we. Because even this supplementary financial year, nothing not come for sanitation. And without two, you not go expect somebody for let a work actually waiting in get for do. So we the ask on behalf of the ministry, ask on behalf of the ministry for let every stakeholder we involved for me then do the necessary things then we go make that ministry become strong for work for the people of this nation. And people of this nation, Ministry of Water Resources, stand by you. Thank you very much.
All right, plenty thank you, Madam Philomena, and plenty thank you, Mr. Brahima, when I join in the program today. Fambul, when we take on our time for viewing on the program today, we tell on our plenty thank you. Of course, we see few comments from another Truth Media platform, and then but we can always try for school the conversation around what we talk about today. So of course, we don't hear from with two guests, then we'll get on the program today, Madam Philomena from the National Disaster Management Agency and Mr. Brahima from the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation. When I said on the really know, for say, I mean, we institutions then sometimes can get a bandwidth, sometimes they can be overwhelmed, and sometimes they can get their own logistical challenges. Then, but like I've been saying, like we can always say, and from what we small stuff, we always talk and say, prevention is better than cure. You know, so that is one of the things. So for always they tell you. So until no wait until and say okay Goma Valley for can give you water no day and all of those things. Unfortunately, we're unable to take some insights that we've been get from people that we get affected for share some of them stories them, you know, and but we'll make sure say maybe in subsequent editions we'll make sure say we'll play them for let one know some of the people already we then get affected and waiting at some of them in most immediate needs them, you know, and so no wait till until that time they we get for wait for government for can, you know, so the best things that we we can do like how Auntie Philomena say, you know, law make sure say we clean with drainage. Law not wait until government or so Freetown City Council or any ministry can begin to clean with your water design. You know, not wait until they can say you say come out na this place here. You save for like your life. I don't know why. I mean, a lot of we just get so simple, but I mean, for like we life, for really like we life, you know, because if you don't get a situation where you know say this na a hazardous community, the whole self where they live really it get a heavy risk on your life. I think you know for wait for government for say you say left now, even if not for just 2 months or 3 months, go stay with other person first, your brother, your sister, your uncle or whatever. You know, but we go continue for doing best, you know, for give you the information where you need, and then what we also they expect you for take action, and the actions then what we need for let you take right now. Now for make sure say you left that community the way you know say in the next few days if heavy rain come you get for be affected in one way or the other, you know. And water where you know say the water not clean for now, they are not for avoid them not drinking, because when you drink you go get cholera, you prone forget dysentery, diarrhea, and so many other sickness then way dirty water can bring come now with system. Until we meet next week again, me na Aloysius Tamba for you. I want for tell on plenty thank you. Bye bye and tata. Take care.
Them one set we more them, but we go show. Salon, now we continue. Sweet salon, now we for try for build this country. Fine salon.
Travel smart, dey safe. Salon they welcome you.
You dey plan for travel from Salon? Before you fly, not forget